Hi guys, Tungsten here. So now we have all the accessories that I got from for the Swift itself. So we have quite a fair bit of accessories over here. So I'll probably break down the video into two parts. So we have like the scar barrel, the trigger itself, the side prime, the 1.6 spring, and the longest barrel 550 I think, and then the actually the top rail over here. So probably I'm gonna split the video into parts so that it's going to be shorter. By the way, just want to do a shout out to a fellow a model over here in Singapore, and because he actually shared quite a number of interesting tips about the Swift itself, Paul. And I believe the YouTube channel he showed about the problem of about the dark gate. So if you do not know about that, go ahead and check out his video. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. So I'm not gonna spoil for you if you don't know about the dark gate issue. So go out and check out his video. I think you'll have a good understanding about what's the some of the things that to look out for. And I believe he's going to do videos on the testing of darts on the so-called now firing test for the longest barrel and the spring. I'm not known for doing those stuff, so I also look forward to his video on that. So yeah, so all this stuff over here, yeah, so probably we'll start off probably with the trigger itself, this piece itself, because this is probably the most involved in terms of installing it, and we probably get a look at what's the internal of the Swift itself. Yeah, so I'll probably start with this, and then throughout the week I'll drop a video on the so-called the scar as well as the rest. Yeah, so anyway, by the way, if you are wondering what is this is basically just a fan that I bought. Okay, it's pretty hot in Singapore, so I thought I bought a fan. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty convenient and it doesn't need battery. Yeah, anyway, so let's get on to the so-called the installation. I am going to dismantle this and keep the rest. Alright, so let's just disassemble this Swift to install our trigger over here. So this actually comes in three colors, I believe, the orange, the silver, and the red. And so I chose the silver. I think it's less kind of no, it blends with the white as well, not so glaring. And this is actually metal kind of rail, so later on we'll also install it here. So let's took out the Allen key. Now I will suggest okay, before you kind of plug it out, normally I'll just take out the spring so that you can leave it there and then slowly plug it out, but I just prefer to take out the spring itself. Okay, anyway, it's pretty easy. Okay, by the way, after firing, this thing might come loose, I guess. Next time I'll put some Teflon tape to kind of make it more stable. So just remove the spring, put it aside, and okay, and we can dismantle this three kind of screw that's in place, and we can remove it. Right, so I'm just going to fast forward this part. Alright, so if you were to remove it, the spring, at least this plunger is not going to like suddenly spring out for you. So for this part, later on we'll take a look at applying the rails, and we'll just leave it aside first. Now finally we get to open this guy up. There are quite a number of screws, so let's do that and I will get back to you. Alright, so I've removed all these screws. Right, so there are a lot of screws. I think it's about like 13 or so, and you have to take note there are like 3 more at the back, so you have to extend the stock and then of course remove these 3. And I noticed I think one of the screw is actually pretty long. Okay, this particular hole, this screw over here, so for some reason mine is particular long compared to the rest of the screw that's been used. I don't know whether they ran out of screws or something like that. But anyway, let's take a look at what's inside. Finally, I get to see what's inside over here. Right, so this is what we have. Alright, so over here this piece is actually, I think it's actually metal, which is actually good. Right, so and yep, so we leave it there. Alright, so just to make sure all your springs are okay, kind of a thing, okay, and then you don't kind of spring take care of the spring. So this piece, actually no, if you want to reach the release, it's actually quite far away. So I'm thinking whether should I make a 3D replacement. I don't know. Okay, I'm actually working on some other project, but anyway, so let's take a look. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, right? This whole thing. Okay, we just sit there, and then the catch is here. I'm actually, so not much. So be careful of all the springs. I release them so they don't spring out in me, and eventually this is placed. Right. Now I also wanted to open it up because I want to see what are the space available. Now this space is actually quite big. Now if in the future I want to do something, let me see. If I want to do a dark counter, will be good. So all these things are like coming to my mind. Okay, whether should I do it? Okay, I can put a switch here. Okay, and then hit on the switch, I can count the dots. Very tempting, but I do have to find time for that. Okay, of course I can place the Arduino here if I want to, but anyway, I digress. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm a little bit excited, as you can tell. Okay, so let's just replace this. As you can see, this is a very simple kind of trigger. This feels much better on the hand, and all you need to do is just to drop it in. Okay, I probably will suggest you put a little bit of grease over here. I'll probably do it off camera, and there you go. Simply put it there, and that's about it, and you close it. So basically this place over here is for the kind of the safety. Yeah, that is about it. Alright, so nothing much to kind of expect. I just interested in looking at the internet, and yeah, there you go. Okay, put the spring back, and I will close it up, and that's the part for the trigger. Next we look at the rail, what to take note of. Yeah. Alright, so now I placed the trigger in, so let's take a look. So now it looks like this. Now, okay, I wanted to like this trigger really, but after installing it, I mean, okay, it feels good, but the problem with me is, now you can see this gap here is quite a significant bit, right? And then of course the end part is a bit sharp. Kind of, if you put your finger, if you were to just somehow move down a bit, that's it, you hit that sharp part, kind of. Okay, I don't know, I mean, maybe it's just me, I'm just dumb. I might have a tendency of let's just slip it down and then, oh damn, I can feel that part. But I guess if you were to just grab it, okay, yeah, well, but anyway, it does complete the look. Okay, so that's about the trigger. It doesn't really feel much of a difference. Okay, yeah, but like I say, I think there's a little bit of missed opportunity to narrow down the gap here and make this portion a little bit more kind of nice to kind of hold on to, I guess. Okay, anyway, so that's this part, so let's put it aside, and now let's take a look at the top rail itself. Right, so okay, the top rail here. Okay, now if you have opened up the Swift before, you realize that underneath portion will just come off, and I believe it's a 2-piece. Right, so over here, when you get the rail itself, you have to be careful. Come in the package is actually an extra screw, so make sure you don't lose that. I believe that is probably for this over here, and then the rest will probably release, and then yeah, just screw it in. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this top piece. I'll probably forward it, speed up the process. Alright, my goodness, it actually turns out to be quite a challenge to release all these rails. My god. Okay, I didn't notice that this is actually came off with two pieces, and in fact you can see that these two pieces are actually also, there are also actually two pieces over there. And then when you get the rail, you can see there's one that's with two holes in front. I believe it should be the one that is from the front. Right, so let's just see whether things align. Okay, not man. Okay, I have to release the kind of the, yep, the portion. I think they are pretty aligned. I am going to try to install the one at the top first to help me guide it along. Okay, so I'm going to install this and then the rest. Kind of right. My goodness. Okay, it turns out to be quite a fair bit of work to remove these wheels. Alright, so again, let's just fast forward it. Okay, and I will have the result. Alright, I think the mine is a little bit misaligned. As you can see, there's certain gaps. I think I might need to loosen up some of this screw so that you align it. I can push it or something like that. Okay, and probably I can get a better result. So let's do that. Okay, so you just release some of the screw, and then we should be able to kind of push it a little bit. Okay, let me just. Bit. Yep. Okay, so then you align. Yep. So you probably might need to kind of do some slight adjustment. There you go. Alright, so I put the top, the one that came with the rail itself, the screw that came with the rail itself. I didn't really tighten it all the way down, just make sure it positioned, and then of course the last screw. And then the rest should be pretty aligned, and then I can put all the screws in and then just tighten the sides as well. Let me just position them, make sure everybody can kind of go into their respective kind of space, and then we just tighten it up. Alright. Okay, so I think I have one extra screw left. Okay, so okay, yep, I don't think this is required. There's another hole here, I don't think that's required. So once I kind of position everybody, okay, I'll just tighten the side. So again, if it's a little bit misaligned, you just need to loosen a few of these side screw. You don't need to take them all the way out. Okay, and then you can position them and just screw it out. There you go, a full rail. I think that looks a lot better. Now back to our Swift. Now put it back in. Again, just simply align. So again, I don't have the spring inside. I think that's easier, so that it's easier for you to go in. And just be careful of this portion when you kind of fit it in. Okay, what's going on here? Oops, what did I do? What mistake did I do? Okay, so I might have tightened it too much, I guess. Okay, so it's this black thing that's forcing it, so tapping it. Yeah, so I might have to kind of adjust it a little bit, and then I will kind of let it go in. Alright guys, in my hurry I actually make a big mistake. Yeah, look at the plunger tube. There is one line over here. It is not supposed to be so out there. Okay, so now I have to open up everything again. Okay, and then realign this guy. Alright, so let me just put in the safety. Okay, and I shall put in the trigger. Alright, okay, this thing is not to be seen. Okay, should not be there. Okay, just now I have it out here, which is wrong. Okay, so it should be all the way in. Okay, now it's so now it catches, right? Alright, silly me. Anyway, hopefully you don't make the same mistake. Okay, now put everything, align it nicely. Make sure your plunger tube is positioned in the correct location. Okay, this spring is keep springing up, and I can close it. And I shall screw everything back. Yep. Alright, so now I resolve this mistake, so don't make this silly mistake like me. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it in. There you go. Alright, okay, and simply just gonna put back the tree, screw over here, and we are done. Alright, so now we have our Swift. Alright, so finally we have a full top rail. I like the feel of it. Okay, the metal rail. Yep, nice. And then we have the trigger again. I don't like the big gap below. Okay, okay, so I guess it's okay. Okay, at least it complete the look. And there you go, we have our Swift. Right. Okay. Yep. So thanks for watching. I am Tungsten.